there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, it's going to be DRG versus Harstem from ESL Summer Masters. Bottom right, going to be Harstem. Top left, going to be DRG, the one true Dong for StarCraft 2. Alright, so Harstem has an amazing, very funny, very skilled YouTube channel. I like it a lot, so I'll put a link to it in the description. And you're probably aware of it if you like StarCraft 2. So, he does stuff like beating Grandmaster with stupid stuff, the cheesiest man alive, got a lot of good series like that, and am I an idiot or is this imbalanced? I did. There we go. Which is, I don't know, most of the time that's one of my favorite series. You know, somebody send in a replay and say, okay, I lost because this is imbalanced, right? Lurkers are imbalanced, or Zerg ability to remax after losing their entire army is imbalanced, or what else do they complain about? Siege tanks are imbalanced. Seen complaints about carriers being imbalanced. And it's just funny because he makes them write a complaint form and explain what happened, and they're always like, my opening was perfect. My timings were excellent. Didn't miss anything. Took no damage from the early harass. And it's like, okay, but dude, your spawning pool was 20 seconds late, or like you didn't get speed until 5 minutes. What are you talking about? Some of those are more egregious than others. Some of them I think they're just trolling Harstem. They're like, I had played a perfect game, and then it's like a build order no one's ever seen before. And, like, they totally forgot about Roach Speed and they went Roach Ravager. It's just like, alright, come on. You can't watch this replay and tell me that you played perfectly and lost because of imbalance in the game. You just suck. Other times, you know, a little bit harder to find the suck in there, but it's very much always a suck reason. You're just bad. StarCraft is hard, it turns out. Anyway, these players don't suck. If these players lose, it's going to be because imbalance for sure. No, look, Harstem, very good Protoss player. DRG, excellent Zerg player. I feel like DRG is probably favored here. And it's not a Korean versus European thing either, because I think DRG would be not favored versus like Clem, Max Pax, Cyril, or Raynor, honestly. But it's just a matter of Harstem not quite reaching the heights of being like the best Protoss in the EU, or I don't know, is he the second best Protoss in the EU after Showtime? Oh, Max Pax though. Forgot about Max Pax. I said his name and I forgot about him. Yeah. Is Harstem better than Show? Oh my gosh. Now I gotta look this up. I should have looked it up. That's okay. Google knows what I'm searching for when I type the word A into my phone now. It's like, oh, you want a Licky Lock? Well, here it is, Falcon. All right. Gotta go to the entire rankings because these players are not top 10 players, which is fine. Not being top 10 in the world at StarCraft is nothing to be ashamed of, honestly. Alright, so let's, DRG is 27th in the world right now, comparable to Estrella, Scarlet, Sue, SOS, alright, and then Harstem is 38. So pretty comparable. Yeah, they're nine spots apart. DRG is ranked higher, but it's not like DRG is, you know, a top 5 player right now. So I kind of like it. I kind of like where we are in this spot for Harstem. Protoss is kind of getting their butt kicked up and down, except for Max Pax. Which is funny, Oracle on the way from Harstem, which is funny because if Max Pax competed in in-person professional premier events, I think he could do very well. He's just choosing not to do that for whatever reason that nobody knows. So yeah, Protoss is not doing super hot. Terran's having their days. Zerg's winning stuff, right? Raynor's doing very well. Cyril's winning some things recently too. So this Oracle's name from Waldo is Oracrack. Oracrack was an experimental prototype of the Oracle that was designed by a renegade faction of the Tal'Darim. They wanted to create a more powerful and aggressive version of the Oracle that could unleash devastating psionic blasts at the enemy. Psionic, not psychotic. However, they also wanted to make it more loyal and obedient to their will, so they infused it with a potent substance that enhanced its psionic potential but also made it addicted to it. Oh, that's where the crack comes from. So it's Oracrack. Interesting. Good one. So, tried to poke in there, but unfortunately our guy DRG was like, word, I got a queen out. I got 2 queens out. Shut that down. Look at 3 queens at the 3rd base, a spore and a queen at the 2nd base. DRG's ready. Overlord scouts in, sees, you're researching on the Twilight Council. That could be Charge, that could be Resonating Glaives. It is a Resonating Glaives opening from Harstem here. So Roach Horn on the way. Roaches are very good at dealing with these Adept all-ins, and also very good at dealing with Zealot all-ins, which are the two things this is probably researching, right? It's either Charge or it's Resonating Glaives. Not likely to be Blink against the Zerg player. But I don't know if he saw... Well, these guys... Okay, so he sees the sheer number of Zealot... Or Adepts here. Come on, Brain, you got this. Casting this on the 4th of July. I just played about 3 hours of basketball this morning with my brother and some of their friends. And like, oof. My legs are feeling it, man. I am not a young man anymore. But I did okay. Got my little jump hook going there. Little fade away. Little drive to the hoop reverse layup stuff. I can still ball. All right, Adepts are in. No Roaches. Just Lings and Queens trying to deal with this. That's a finished shade. Bam. Now the Roaches are here. So, I don't know. How many drones have died? 3. That does not seem worth right now for Harstem. Just, they're probably just going to shade out here. Resonating Glaives, man, is so good. They do. They get out with as many of their sisters as they can. Double Oracle up here, though. 1 kill on that Oracle. Not really worth talking about. Follow-up upgrade is Blink, though. I do like Harstem's on 3 bases and Nongrengu's on 3 bases and just now getting a 4th. So Harstem's okay economically. Big advantage, right? As all the drones got pulled from the 2nd base, but they're back on now. And again, a total of 5 drones got killed during that attack. So Nongrengu with Lings and Queens and some Roaches on the second half of that attack, making it happen. A little oversaturated on the main base here. Swinging them down here to this base would be good. Except there was no anti-air whatsoever. So bringing a Queen down, bringing a Spore down. Creep Tumor Snipe. Beautiful play. And, all right, Resonating Glaive Adepts, what are left over from the earlier attack. And some Stalkers. Going to poke at the front. They're going to shade in. That's a canceled shade, right? No! Harstem! All right, well, everyone had to run and deal with these Adepts. They're target firing drones. Kind of hitting Roaches there. Stalkers fight against these Queens. But, Lings coming up the backside. Getting a wraparound. And Adepts dying. 8 more drones died, though. So that's 13. Look at me doing math on stream. 13 drones killed. Fine. 4th base on the way from Harstem. Economically, he's doing all right. What does he have to deal with? A Roach Ling army at the moment, though. Some Stalkers. Does not seem like it's enough. Couple Oracles to add some extra DPS there, potentially. And yeah, Oracles need to come back and save the day here. Because, well, I don't know. If the Roaches showed up, yes. What are we going to do about these Roaches? Any Immortals out? Nope. A Phoenix is here. I wonder if that's by accident. Nope, making more Phoenix and now making an Immortal. Okay. Recognizing the threat that these Roaches are. Revelation getting tossed down. The Oracle's job is generally to toss down Revelation at this stage of the game. Getting in here and getting worker kills is pretty hard to pull off. Baneling Nest on the way up. Just finishing here from Nongrengu. Working on that centrifugal hooks immediately. Got a Spire up, but nothing Spirey for him yet. No Mutas, no Corruptors. Feels like a just in case to me, in case it's a carrier transition, which Harstem is very capable of doing. And very good with the aforementioned carriers when he gets them. We've seen, I think he took down Maru with carriers in a game like a year or 2 ago. Blew my mind. If you want to see that replay, let me know. I'll dig it out for you. I think it's the only game between Harstem and Maru I've ever cast. And it was a mind bender for sure. Nongrengu getting a 5th base. We're macroing hard here. Ravagers. +2 attack for ground for the Protoss. Storm's on the way. Love a good storm against this Roach Ling stuff. Especially against the Ling. Storm is just as magnifique. C'est très magnifique. Nope, Stasis War. Are you gonna... Wow, okay. You saw that coming down and you triggered it with like 8 Lings. You could have triggered it with 1. Alright, Nongrengu not really paying attention to the Stasis Trap ability here. But, okay, here comes... Oh my gosh, 27 Banelings. Here go... Oh, great Stasis again! And if all the Lings... Oh gosh, the Lings were needed. So we're just going to focus down a Warp Gate. Sure. Banelings. Lings run in there. Get another Storm on those Banelings would be super hot. There we go. Banelings against Stalkers are better than you think. Look at the Oracles. Aura cracks up here, just burning down Roaches, burning down Lings. I think there's enough Protoss here to hold against this attack and save the base, but that's 5 probes down. Are they gonna? No, too smart. Too smart to try to focus down the Nexus here. He's trying to retreat with these units, but they're stuck. Okay, not smart enough to tell these guys to stop trying to retreat through Zealots. 6 probes down really isn't that big of a deal, honestly. 67, 64 to 72 worker supply. Even worker, even, well, yeah, about an even worker count, even income here. If he just, is he killing his own units? What is going on? He killed his own stalker there. There is a changeling here, though. That's what's hilarious. I think he killed... There we go. He gets that. Harstem, little amped up here. Oh. Yeah, 5th base attempt. Gets shut down immediately. Banelings are going to try to roll into this base, but there's nowhere for them to go. They get a warp gate. Okay. Fine, I guess. 5 probes went down. Somehow that Baneling group got a connection. Weird. Hive on the way. 5th base coming in naked now from Harstem. He's playing well, I gotta say. And again, they're both ranked around the same level at a Ligulac at the moment. Loving it. Harstem's a good player. He's very smart. He understands the game at a deep level for sure. Ah, 5th base gets canceled by just a handful of links. That's why you don't naked expand. Anybody, I don't care if you're Zerg, Protoss, or Terran, if you just try to expand without any army in the vicinity to defend it at all, so that 100, 200 resources worth of units can wander over and murder it, that's not okay. You gotta have something over there to try to keep it alive. I don't care if it's like a cannon, 2 zealots, something needs to prevent 6 lings from coming over here and murdering it. Yeah, Harstem staying alive. Hasn't really been able to put any pressure on Dongregu. Ooh, Greater Spire and Adrenal coming in. All right, might see some Broodlords here. Not going to say no to that. Storm up. Soccer dead. Because Soccer again. Sling Roach has a really bad time for sure. And look at, here we go again. All right, well, at least there was some army in the general vicinity here to keep the Nexus alive, even if 3 probes got sniped. Problem is, there's going to be Broodlords soon. And Broodlord soon is going to be pretty great against this Archon Stalker army. I guess it depends on the blinks. Can you blink under the Broodlords and take them down? Can you get Archons in there? Can you storm them? Broodlords are a little bit faster now. They can dodge storms to some level. I like putting pressure on now. Putting pressure on while your base is warping in. Dongregu is going to be hard-pressed to find some units to try to go take that down while also defending against this attack. Where are your odds? Are you using Revelation to kill creep tumors? He's making an obs. I don't know if he ever had one. He didn't make an obs until now? Harstem, 12 minutes. Yeah. Ah, Harstem remembers to throw little attacks up. Look at these guys. Dude, save the base. Okay, well, could have saved, but they're like, do we want to deal with this army or do we want to save the base? Zealots are splitting against this incoming Baneling attack. They survive it. Some of them are attacking an extractor. That's not going to help all that much. Harstem pushing into the 3rd as well. And now the Broodlords are here. And now it's like, oh, okay. But did he already know about the Broodlords? He might have already known about the Broodlords. Zealots warping into the main base of Dongregu. Harstem, let's go. Come on, I'm rooting for Harstem here in case you can't tell. I love Dongregu. I do. But I just like the idea of a YouTuber taking Dongregu down. Even though, obviously, that's not all Harstem is. He's an excellent Protoss player on top of it. Where is that obs? Need to kill... There it is. The obs has joined the party, everyone. Now we can actually kill creep tumors instead of sort of killing creep tumors. Expanding up this way. I think the Zealots... I don't know if they could have killed this 4th base if they had focused it. Probably not. That's okay. 3 Tempests at a time being produced. Another Stargate is on the way, too. Another Zealot counterattack, so winging around to this base, which is being defended by some Lings and some Banelings. By the time the Zealots get there, there will be Banes. There will be Banes. Has anybody done like a There Will Be Blood parody with There Will Be Banes? I kind of feel like that works on certain levels. Yeah. That's how you defend against Zealot run by Zerg players. Handful of Lings and Banes. It'll do. Especially if the Lings have Adrenal. And +2 attack. Oh, yeah. These Lings are... they could have jumped in and maybe shut this thing down. I don't know that they can see it. Nope. They're hiding up here. They can't see the Nexus warping in, though. Broodlords, though. Where are them Tempests? Revelations. We can see where the army is. This is a good map for Broodlords because there are these weird bases where you can park over here and fire down, and there's no ground to get onto. So the ground army assaulting the 3rd base. The Broodlords attacking that 4th base there, but shield battery overcharge with cannon support the problem. Dongregu pulling out there. Mothership. Love a good mothership. Ooh, Vipers being added for spellcasters of the day from Dongregu, unless you count Queens, which I don't really. Queens, yes, technically they have spells. Well, a spell, Transfuse, which is really good. But I think to make spellcasters, you have to make units that are actually spellcasters. Like, you make them because they are spellcasters, not because they inject and they're good at base defense, especially in the early game. And Transfuse is like the 3rd reason you have Queens, you know? Dongregu expanding to the bottom side here now. Both players maxed out. Both players have got them banks. Resources lost, 19,000 for Dongregu, 13,000 for Harstem. High Templar, more and more of those. Sneaky Roach attack is sneaky, though. Harstem's army is out of position. And Tempest, Storm, Roaches get 7 tropes. Are you coming in? He killed an Archon in exchange for like 12 Roaches. That math does not add up there, sir. Archons are expensive, but 12 Roaches are expensive too. Ooh, Infestors and Vipers and Pathogen Glands and Burrows on the way from Dongregu. Loving some of that. Loving some of that. Another Zealot attack. He's like, do you still have Banelings at this base? No. How about this base? No. There's nothing much to kill at that base. More Revelation on the Broodlords to see where they are. Mothership has joined the party in all of her majesty. Zealots trying to clear out this little spore forest that DRG is throwing up preemptively on this base. Broodlord down. Not, oh, Oracle kill too. See you later, or a crack. Ah, sniping a Queen. All right, so these Zealots are going to die because they stopped to try to kill some spores, and that alerted the Horde to their presence. Somebody startled the witch, yeah? You ever played Left 4 Dead 2? Left 4 Dead 2 is a great game. It's an old game, but man, it's good. A few Stalkers tried to blink in. I mean, sure, they stopped all mining at this high ground base from Dongregu. Not bad. It's going to come down to control here. Dude, that Immortal is so dead, it's not even... Doesn't even know that it said whiff on the fungal there. Immortal's going to die with like 8 or 9 kills, though. That's fine. Although, Broodlings, rather. Did you lose your obs? No, where is it? Right here, apparently. Ooh, Tectonic Destabilizers is on the way. Bonus damage versus buildings. For this very purpose, they had a meeting about what Tectonic Destabilizers should be, and they said to kill spores. It's actually the other way around. What tool can we give Protoss to kill spores faster? And it was Tectonic Destabilizers. Lingbane Roach Army into the 3rd for the first time today. Just kidding. We're going somewhere else entirely. Okay. Little Zealot Archon attack into the 3rd while this Broodlord army is otherwise occupied. They're pretty slow. Again, they got better acceleration and better top speed in one of the most recent patches. Man, these drones, though. And another warp. Okay, that's a dead warp prism, but some Zealots made it in. These Zealots are... Dude, Dongregu is kind of getting picked apart here a bit. Dude, losing that 3rd hatch is not good. Losing your hive is also bad. Don't get distracted by these lings. All right, distracted by the lings. Storming! Ah, 37 drones have died now with all the Zealot attacks and the storming at this 5th base. Whatever it is, 72 drones have died. It's 67 to 31 workers. Income is favoring Harstem immensely. He's expanded up here to the 1 o'clock too. Dude, Dongregu is having to spend his cash now on drones. He doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to do that at the 19-minute mark. He wants to have 70 drones forever. But he has to. But we're bringing himself back up to 42, but that's Larva. Oh, man. Just the bonus against hatcheries with Tectonic Destabilizers is such a problem for Zerg. Get it. Get it. He's not defending it. Get the hatch. Ah! Fungal can't run, but nothing's attacking them, so it doesn't really matter. You're taking a tiny bit of damage. Storming the Corruptors. Corruptors are jumping on. There are no Void Rays here. Just a couple Archons moving up, and they have to move back because of the Brood Lords. I cannot believe Harstem didn't send another volley to kill that hatchery. That might have been GG. All right. Dongragu has a bigger army, but Harstem has a better economy. Having a better economy sometimes means you lose, though. Is this Corruptor count just too big? +2 Flyer, +1 Carapace. Versus +2 Flyer for the Protoss and +2 shields. Love that upgrade. Getting +3 shields here, too. These Zealots are dead. They don't know it yet. Maybe they do. Maybe they are aware. Good position. You're gonna, get the maximum value out of your Zealots when you're not surrounded, but doesn't mean you're not gonna die. Man, Harstem is so good with these Zealots, man. Honestly, every elite Protoss player should be. You should just be good with Zealots. Especially in this matchup. It is so hard for Zerg to be everywhere at once dealing with Zealot run-bys. They don't want to invest in Spines. They don't want to have to sit Lings and Banes over here to deal with that. They don't. They don't want to do it. They will if they're smart, but man, just wandering over here and killing this hatchery would be such a good move. I really can't believe Harstem didn't do that. Kind of worried about him now, actually. There was a position where I think killing this hatchery might have led to a win for him, but Dongragu down here to the 6 o'clock. See, Protoss has no problem throwing up 1 billion cannons at their bases to deal with Ling run-bys. I guess it's just the difference is they don't have to sacrifice a probe to do that. That's the problem with Zerg. Static defense is an entire worker for every one you want. Oh. Hello, Cinnamon. Cinnamon just decided to come and sleep under my desk while I'm casting. Hope I'm not too loud for her. Yeah. I feel like there was a window for Harstem, but now it's gone. Now there's too many Corruptors. Their upgrades are too good. There are 21 Corruptors up. Get the hatch. Snipe the hatch. Your Tempest. Do it. Do it. Oh my gosh, he's doing it. Oh, look, just one more volley. See, that's all it took. Hatch dead. Good news is Harstem had like 2 new bases since that one, though, so it's fine. It's fine. Changeling's getting wiped out. Both players just kind of dancing now. Nobody's really interested in super engaging, although Harstem coming up this ramp is a pretty big committal. Dude, sniping those larvae. Making those larvae. Feedback. Feedback, feedback, feedback. Triple feedback. Quadruple feedback. Quintuple feedback on those infestors. Taking their energy, turning it into damage against the caster. Ah, feedback is so good. All right, we're going to go Ling Archon, or Zealot Archon against Ling Bane. This time with High Templar for some Storm support. And it sort of works, but also not really. No, it was close to working. Oh, Archon, stay alive. Nope. Bwop. Zealot. Oh, War Prism made it into the main base again, but only 1 Zealot is here, so tough look. This base getting replanted. Haha, no you're not. Killed, not canceled. Harstem's bank is better than Dongragu's. Another Zealot attack. It's 4 drones, but the Lingbane response was good there. So 1 base. I'm really surprised Harstem hasn't taken this base yet. And Dongragu hasn't taken this base yet, but I guess they want a buffer. They want a buffer between their sides of the map, right? Whoever expands to those locations is expanding pretty much right next door to the enemy. Trying it again. No more Archons, just bringing High Templar and Zealots with. Ultralisk Cavern on the way. More Tempest being produced. The long distance nature. Ugh. Oh, can he one-shot Brood Lords now? Oh, man, the Fungals are whiffing. And the feedbacks are connecting. That's the difference between having an instant cast spell and a projectile spell. Is that feedbacks are not a projectile. You tell it to do the thing, it does the thing. It's like how Fungal used to be back in the days before Ravagers were introduced. Used to root. You'd throw a Fungal on a group, they could not move, and they were taking damage. Insanely good. And then Ravagers came along, and the combination of Fungal versus Corrosive Bile and Corrosive Bile, not versus, together was just way, way, way too strong. So Fungal became a slow, which made a lot of Zerg players just stop using it entirely. Well, I think it's still pretty good. Yeah, good response again from Dongray Gu. This base is important. It's its newest source of income. Everything else is mining out, if it's not already mined out, because we're at 24 minutes. Man, this is a good game. Good match. Yeah, I didn't realize that the Aligulac rankings were as close as they were. I had a feeling they were. So I'm glad this has turned out. This has turned out to be a really, really, really good PvZ. No, it's not Stats versus Raynor. No, it's not Max Pack versus Serral, but still. Fungal catches there. And, man, another recall force, but two those carriers? Tempest. It's just Tempest dying. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Harstem still trying to win this thing with Archons and Ling. Ah, that southern group of Lings dodged that storm like absolute bosses. Yeah, shuts it down again, and now pushing into a base that's already mined out. There's no gas here. There's barely gas here. There is no minerals here. Killing this base doesn't really mean much. And Harstem is just committed to this Zealot stuff. I am a fan. Dude, canceling? Nope, too late. It's too late to cancel Chitinous Plating. Man, I love sending a Zealot group up here and then sending one down here, because it looks like Dongray Gu is the same group committed to stopping Ling attacks. Although... yeah, he's keeping his army down here to the south to compensate, so never mind. Dongray Gu too smart for that. Got our little tiny model Ultralisks in here. So baby Ultralisks. They've got Chitinous Plating. They're working on Anabolic Synthesis. Yeah, working on speed. This is one of the better PvZs I think I've cast in a while on the channel. This has been very back and forth. Very good stuff. Harstem is at 170 supply, but has enough money to remax pretty easily. I'm not sure. He's working on further upgrades, making Unimmortal to try to deal with the Ultras. As the Ultras are a great answer to High Templar on the ground, and pretty good against Archons to an extent. It's another Changeling down here. Wait. Is that a clue? Changelings don't get cloaked? Did I know that? Do Changelings not benefit from the cloak if they're under a mothership? Holy smokes. That's... wow. Alright, another reason to make motherships, I guess. Dongray Gu expanding again. This is like his 8th base. Yeah, it's going to be 8 bases if I'm counting correctly, and I'm not sure that I am. Ah, the Abduct Snipe. Oracle dies too, eating some storms, but not sticking around long enough to eat the entire thing. Harstem taking the 11 o'clock. So the 2 bases that were verboten, that were off the limits here, are now both being taken. We're going to mine out Gresvan? That is not easy to do. Never easy to do. Whoop. Zealots right-clicking on that hatchery and dying, but getting some early advance warning that it's down here, and there are like 6 Ultras here. Man, Harstem should do a video where he's like, are Broodlords Imba or am I an idiot? I'd love to see him analyze this game on his channel. I think that would be hilarious. Because he's really struggling against these Broodlords. I mean, he's killed 6 of them. I do not know what just killed 11 probes unless that was Harstem sacking them for purposes of supply. Yeah, I think he's just running them, I don't know where you guys are going. Does he have enough Tempest to one-shot these Broods? I'm not sure that he does. Not convinced at all. Okay, alright. Dongray Gu's newest source of income dies. Little Immortal Archon army wanders down, wipes it out, because they know where the Broodlords are. And without the Broodlords, an Archon Immortal army is extremely hard to deal with. Dude, focus the hatch and get out of there. The Broodlords have you on a timer. Go. Oh, no! He didn't get the hatch! He tried to finish it off and recall, but no! 40 HP on that thing! Are you kidding me? No! Mothership gets abducted! But look at these Archons. Archons and Immortals against Ultras. Tough look for the Immortals. I cannot believe... Harstem would be like, you are the idiot. You did not finish killing this hatchery before you recalled out. You deserve to lose. Hang on. Can 4 Zealots take it down? Absolutely. Is that even a question? Guys, get the hatchery? Guys, get the hatchery! Guys! But the hatch is right. Okay. That was close. The very last microseconds of their lives, they take down the hatchery before they die. They almost died for nothing there. Taking some HP off of like an extractor and an ultralisk. That was not worth dying for, Zealot brethren. Harstem's attempt to expand to this 11 o'clock is probably ill-fated. Yeah, there's a cancel. Lings and Ultras show up. Army not in position to do anything about it. This is amazing. This is, I don't know if it's getting an epic tag, but this is a 31-minute PvZ on Gresvan. Broodlords unsupported. Well, they have support in the general area. They're not alone. Yeah, see the revelation. See you later, War Prism. I don't know why there had to be a War Prism there anyway, but it's okay. Ooh, that is... Cannons can do what they can do. Alright. Harstem attacking up the top side a little bit. Didn't bring an observer with him. So clearing out creep is not exactly what he's into. Is he just switching into a Archon Immortal Zealot with a little bit of High Templar support? Look at that. Yeah. You're not going to do much against the Broodlords. No. Wait, where did these guys go? Oh, they walked right into the Broodlords. Okay, I thought they were going to come up here and join the party. Get that High Templar out of there before he dies. Ugh. Could have turned around and saved him. Dong Regu retaking this bottom side, this 5 o'clock base. Harstem has retaken the 11 o'clock. We are quickly coming to the point where those bases will be the only ones that exist. Only incomes. Harstem's got a bigger bank than Dong Regu does. Broodlords are pretty cost efficient, though, with their little free units they're tossing out. Yeah, the Broodlings are fully upgraded. The Broodlords don't have +3 armor, but they do have +3 attack, which I find interesting. Fungal versus feedback. Yeah, big connections there. Feedback, fungal, feedback, fungal. Coming down, and I think that Nexus is just going to die, but the little Archon Immortal army. Oh gosh, High Templar. Turning into Archons to stay alive. Good. And this base is going to die. And if this base dies too, there's going to be this for Dong Regu, and that's not a lot. So, yeah, attacking where the Broodlords aren't with your more mobile, faster army. It's basic stuff, but, you know, in the heat of the battle, you can totally forget that's what you need to do. Go, no. This way. Well, the army did come down eventually to try to save it. Harstem recognizes the Broodlords have changed trajectory. Oh, and he did end up saving his 11 o'clock. Harstem. I don't know if he would do an Am I the Idiot cast if he won the game. Maybe he would. Forcing a cancel on Dong Regu's attempt at the 5 o'clock again. These Zealots are super dead. Spawn Crawler Ultra combo. Combo. No breaker, though, because not broken. Yeah, there are warp gates here. That's really the only value this is providing for Harstem. Losing it, I don't think is that big of a deal, but he's coming back to try to jump on this army. But see, the Broodlords are faster. Broodlords, you know, 2 patches ago would have had a hard time evacuating from that position, but now... Yeah, better acceleration and everything. I love it. Harstem's just like, fine, the Broodlords go south. I bring this army north. I clear out creep tumors with this observer, pull back to the cannons in case somebody comes and tries to kill me, and then wipe out your attempt to get the space again. Yeah, this is great. New mothership's out. Harstem playing a very safe game right now, which I would do too if I was playing against Dongregoo. Look at this. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Harstem respects the upgrades and has all of the armor and attack upgrades available to him in the entire game. Ooh, a little assimilation successful on the oracles. Aw, rest in peace, oracles. We love you. We love you very much. They've been dying, though, a lot today. That is, in fact, 11 oracles that have died. Yeah, I don't know what Dongregoo's obsession is with this third base. It's been dead for like 20 minutes. There's no income here. It was his third base. Killing queens, killing creep tumors, killing queens, killing creep tumors, killing extractors. Little GG spray there, I think, from Harstem. Yeah, he's like, if I can deny this base and hold on to this base, I've got a better bank. I'm not sure that he doesn't know that. He can't possibly know that, but he knows he's been trading pretty cost efficiently. Harstem's actually lost 54,000 resources to 51 for Dongregoo. So Dongregoo is the one who's been more cost efficient today, which is a little bit nuts. Harstem tries to take the 5 o'clock base with nothing supporting it, and it dies. And finally, Dongregoo mounts a real attack on this here 11 o'clock of Harstem's. Probably gonna take it down. Yep. Zealots inside the natural base, not going after tech structures, a hatchery for some reason. This group, can probably, Dongregoo, this base is important. 5 o'clock base is actually dead this time, along with 23 probes. The ultras are rolling in to finish it off, but this was, okay, there's tech down here. Kill the tech. I mean, it's redundant for some of the tech that already exists up that way. And it will die because it's getting off creep here very shortly. Man, nobody wants to engage directly with your army. I mean, Harstem doesn't want to engage directly with this army of Dongregoo. This is what he doesn't want to do. I do feel like Mass Void Ray would just kind of kick butt here. Like, you could burn down the Corruptors and then everything else dies. And maybe worried about getting chain fungled or worried about getting assimilation successful. Oh, there we go. The Fungals. Fungal is good. And the 5 o'clock of Harstem's going to die again. Look at him re-expanding. He's going to take the... Wait, did I say... This is the 11. He's taking the 5 now, though. Dongregoo taking the 11. What a dance. What a dance this is. Uh-oh. Tempest Hunting Squad is here. Ow. Ow. Harstem, 140 supply. Still, 6,000 minerals and 3,000 gas in the bank. Does he feel like he doesn't know what to do with that money is my question. Get the tech structures. The Infestation Pit's a great win. He has... Oh, he does have 2 of them. So these are redundancies. Aw. How many spires does he have? 3? 2 spawning pools. So these are redundancies. Look at these broodlings chomping away at these zealots. The spire's gonna die. Uh-oh. Harstem's 5th base. He's had it for such a short amount of time. Tempest are shooing the... Okay, a couple of broodlords die. That's huge. Not all of them, and the Nexus goes down. So that is 7 hatcheries and a lair that's been killed in this game for 4 Nexuses and a couple cancels on both sides, too. It's been a bloodbath. Oh, the carrier transition? What? Would you carrier transition when there's 27 Corruptors and 12 Infestors out? I disagree, sir. You may be the better StarCraft player than me. You may be the more successful YouTuber than me. But by golly, Harstem, I disagree wholeheartedly with this carrier idea. It's almost like he doesn't know what to do. And he hates Void Rays. Hasn't made a single one today. Alright, yeah, I think that's... Man, is that the death knell? The Corruptor count is so high. Dongregu's taking the 11 o'clock. Harstem back down at the 5 o'clock. Oh my gosh, Lurkers for the first time. He finally has something to deal with this whole Zealot Archon thing that keeps rolling in. Lurkers are going to do great there. And yeah, it's just going to be Broodlings. Too many upgrades on those guys. Fungals getting thrown down. Feedback's happening, but after the Fungals. And then it's an abduct. Tempest getting absolutely one-shot. Nexus down. Time Warp tossed. Mothership focused down. Not even abducted. Alright, the carriers have joined this party, but like I said, baiting the Corruptors into eating some storms there, though. The Corruptors are all very injured, and they have to flee. Look at that. Okay, I guess if you can bait your enemy into wandering into storm range, because they're so eager to kill your carriers and then they eat storms? Is that the play here? Suddenly Harstem's up 129 to 101 supply. Oh my gosh. Infestation Pit number 2 stays alive. The push here. More Corruptors on the way from Dongregu. He does not have a ton of cash. Neither does Harstem. I'm epic tagging this. We're at both players are under 500 minerals at 40 minutes. Epic tagged. No matter what happens here. Harstem on a rampage. Corruptors are still very, very scary. But they don't want to push in. The Archons are doing a good job covering these carriers. Not easy to do. The Ultralisks are trying to get rid of this ground army so the Corruptors can jump in. And GG! Dongregu taps out! He's at 55 supply. No money to rebuild. And bam! Harstem gets the win. Oh my gosh. What an incredible display of PvZ from Harstem. Our guy, our YouTuber, takes a map off the higher ranked Korean Zerg player. Look at this. 73,400 resources lost for Dongregu, 73,800 lost for Harstem. What a close battle that was. Did all of his Corruptors die? There's 12 remaining. So, like, there's a storm in here that just wipes the Corruptor count from 27 to 12. Let's see where it is. Yeah, he's trying to get the Ultras in here to deal with the High Templar, but they can't quite get back, and yeah, that storm combined with the damage from the Archons and the carriers, that was it. So his army at the end of the game there is 12 Corruptors, a Broodlord, and an Infestor against 9 carriers. The carrier transition worked! Duh, Harstem, so much smarter than I am. We all knew that, but it's nice to have that confirmed. Yo! That is a game. 41-minute PvZ, Gresvan. Harstem gets the win. Hybrid Skytoss, man. Carriers, Archons, High Templar, Immortals. Good stuff. 99 drones died today. 89 probes went down. So much death to the economy. Yeah, Harstem has 65 minerals at the end of this game. He is trying to take a new base of income, but it's not there yet. Dongregu's actually happily mining from this. So the income has been favoring Dongregu for the last 2 minutes. But if your income is good, but your army is dead, you're still dead. I think every Zerg player, everyone's experienced that at some point, right? You're like, I have a much better income than my opponent. And then they show up with a big army and you die. Economy's not everything, ladies and gentlemen. Never has been. So GG. That is a well done to Harstem. Fighting for control over these northern and southern bases. High ground's problematic for both players. But at the end of the day, great control, good decision making, fantastic upgrades. Harstem gets the win. And Zealot run-bys turning into Zealot Archon Immortal run-bys. So dangerous. So dangerous, but never stopped. Love it. Love it from him. Is there a battle report. Oh my gosh. There is. There's a battle report function, but I forget what the hotkey combination is. Anyway, that's a GG. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void, a fantastic PvZ from ESL series for 2023. Can't ask for more, man. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.